Ever notice how people seem to come back into your life after you've stepped away and created some distance? It's almost like the moment you stop chasing, they start wondering where you've gone. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a powerful effect that happens when you value yourself and refuse to chase anyone who isn't willing to meet you halfway. In today's video, we're exploring the psychology and Stoic wisdom behind why people return when you stop prioritizing them and start focusing on yourself. From the quiet confidence you exude to the intrigue of unpredictability, each reason highlights how shifting focus from others to yourself can change the dynamic in any relationship. Here are 7 key reasons why giving distance can make someone crave your attention and eventually come back into your life. Reason 1. The quiet power of confidence. When you create distance, it's a silent yet powerful declaration of confidence. You're saying, "I know my worth and I don't need to constantly prove it to anyone." Confidence like this doesn't have to be loud or demanding. It's a quiet, steady force. True confidence is about knowing your value and standing firm in it, regardless of who's paying attention. When others see this grounded self-assurance, it's captivating. They want to be around someone who doesn't need others to feel validated. Stoic thinkers would call this ataraxia, or unshakable peace, a state of mind that draws others in, even without trying. By cultivating confidence, you no longer seek approval from others. Instead, you create your own sense of worth. And as you move through life with this assurance, people notice, even if they don't always realize why. This calm self-trust is a rare quality, and it draws others toward you like a magnet. They start to crave the energy you bring, an energy that comes from knowing you're enough, flaws and all. Reason 2. Embracing unpredictability. Predictability can breed comfort, but it can also lead to complacency. When you become predictable, people begin to assume they know everything about you, and that sense of mystery fades. But by giving them space, you naturally become a bit more unpredictable. You're no longer always available, always initiating, or always reacting in the ways they've come to expect. And that change is powerful. Unpredictability ignites curiosity and intrigue. People are wired to seek novelty, and when you're no longer easy to read, it keeps them guessing and keeps you on their mind. However, unpredictability isn't about playing mind games or making others feel insecure. Instead, it's about prioritizing yourself, choosing actions that support your own goals and desires rather than conforming to someone else's. Living your life this way, in alignment with your values and interests, naturally creates a sense of distance, and people are drawn to what they can't easily figure out. Reason 3. The value of scarcity. There's a simple truth in relationships. People value what isn't readily available. When you're always around, your presence can be taken for granted, but when you step back, they're forced to recognize the absence of your energy, support, and companionship. This creates a sense of scarcity, reminding them of what they miss. The space gives them the opportunity to reflect and realize the value you bring, not only through your presence, but through the strength of character you show in choosing to step back. When you're not constantly available, others must make an effort if they want to be in your life. This dynamic creates a healthy boundary, one that shifts the relationship balance toward mutual respect. In Stoic philosophy, this aligns with the idea of valuing what is truly meaningful, rather than constantly chasing after what's fleeting. Reason 4. A shift in focus to self-growth. By taking a step back, you allow yourself time and energy to focus on your own growth. This is one of the most powerful aspects of distance. Instead of constantly investing in others, you begin to invest in yourself. Whether it's through pursuing your passions, setting new goals, or simply taking the time to reflect. When people see this, they're drawn to the new dynamic version of you that emerges. It's inspiring and often contagious. They want to understand what changed, and they wonder if they can grow alongside you. Stoicism teaches us that our primary responsibility is to ourselves and our own character. By choosing self-growth, you communicate that your value doesn't hinge on anyone's approval. This dedication to growth is deeply attractive as it showcases a kind of resilience that few people truly embody. Reason 5. Letting go of attachment. When you give distance, you also release attachment. In Stoic thought, attachment can lead to suffering, as it places our happiness in the hands of external things. By stepping back, you free yourself from the need for constant reassurance, allowing others to see a version of you that is content, complete, and at peace on your own. This release of attachment shows others that you don't depend on them for your fulfillment, and this independence is deeply attractive. People are drawn to those who aren't overly dependent or emotionally needy, as it shows strength and emotional stability. By letting go of attachment, you allow others to see a confident, content person who doesn't rely on external validation. This freedom creates an inviting space for others to want to come closer. Reason 6. The element of surprise. By creating distance, you add an element of surprise to your relationship. When you're no longer acting in ways that others expect, they start paying attention. They notice changes, both big and small, in how you communicate, engage, and prioritize yourself. This isn't about being unpredictable for the sake of it, but about allowing the natural surprises that come with personal growth. Surprise is one of the most potent ways to draw others back, as it keeps relationships alive and intriguing. When people can't predict your every move, they're reminded that there's always something more to learn about you. And in the end, that sense of wonder and discovery brings them closer, not through any manipulation, but because they genuinely want to know more. Reason 7. Cultivating inner peace. Finally, by choosing to step back and focus inward, you embody the Stoic principle of eudaimonia, a state of fulfillment and harmony with yourself. This inner peace is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. When you're at peace with yourself, you radiate a calm, inviting presence that naturally draws people toward you. Instead of seeking attention, you simply exist in a state of contentment, and this magnetic calmness is something others deeply crave. People feel your peaceful energy, and they want to be a part of it. They come back not because you're pushing or pulling them, but because they sense a serene, authentic presence in you that's rare to find. By giving distance and cultivating a life of purpose, growth, and self-assurance, you not only create a stronger version of yourself, but also naturally attract those who recognize and appreciate these qualities. In the end, it's about being true to yourself and living with integrity. A Stoic ideal that transcends relationships and leads to a life of genuine fulfillment.